Hey there, welcome to the Weeb Lounge. I'm Nick. ReZero Lost in Memories has been out for a little more than 2 months now, and I thought I'd give a little bit of a review since we got some time in. Is it worth your time? Is it worth playing? Is it worth sticking around for the long term? Well, let's find out. Alright, now, this game feels like it's going to hit a wall soon. That's going to be my honest opinion right off the bat. Now, to those who can speak Japanese and read Japanese very, very easily, this game is not a problem for you because those stories are going to keep opening up, and this is going to be more entertainment for you than the game's worth. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm sticking with it. Now, doing the story and everything, being able to pick and choose your paths because Subaru is going to die multiple times, we know this. That's really entertaining. It is incredibly entertaining. But for people like me who doesn't know enough Japanese to quite keep along with the story at any kind of reasonable pace, the story is kind of like on the back burner for us. We have guides and everything to get through the story, to make the right choices, to unlock and get achievements, get all this little special stuff in there. That's not a problem whatsoever. We got the guides, we got the walkthroughs. It's not an issue. But we miss out on a good chunk of what the game is supposed to be. Now, the other side of the game, which is your typical fighting, gacha, all that good stuff, you have your regular story quest up here, which there are not very many. It's pretty thin right now. Granted, the game's only been out for a little over 2 months. That's perfectly fine. I understand. But I would actually have thought maybe a tad bit more content, or maybe just some side story things that aren't connected to the story arc itself. Just a little bit more in there would have actually been nice. Now, to the arena, I've ignored the arena. I really have. I think it's kind of silly, actually, because I can set up my team and the enemy can set up their team, but I get to control my team. The person I'm fighting is just auto stupid AI, which means if you have an even playing field with characters and everything, the person playing, the non-AI, the actual human freaking being, should be the one that wins unless you're bad. So, yeah, that's kind of unfair. What I would expect is for, queue up my team, queue up their team, and have to have it auto battle in order to keep it fair. Now, I like to be able to control my characters. I know I like to be able to control my characters, but we're talking about trying to be fair in a gacha game. And unless the other player is sitting at their tablet, computer, wherever they're at, it's not fair. So it takes a little bit out of it. I've actually kind of ignored it for the most part. I probably shouldn't, because the rewards don't seem all that great, and whenever you push, it doesn't seem like you advance too far. So, yeah, I get in there for a daily now and then and try to get a few tokens, but really, I kind of threw it on the back burner. It's not holding my interest. Now, in terms of the other quests, this one here is just grinding stuff. This is all grinding stuff. And it's really important to grind stuff. It really is. Queue up one here while I do my things. And I just leave this go on auto. Now, when you're trying to skill up one of your characters, and that's one of the things that I'm going for right now, the skill up materials. The skill up materials are rare. I mean, you can get a ton of them, but it takes a ton of them and a long time to get your character skills anywhere. It really does. I got one character, Amelia, who is the most powerful character in the game, and I got her even to level 76, 10, 10, 10 with her skills. She is good. She murders the hell out of people, but the thing is, it took a month and a half to get her to that 10, 10, 10. Just focusing on her and not spending, extra money or jewels or whatever on, getting more stamina and trying to really push like super, super hard. Basically, whenever I had stamina, I was focused on her to get her leveled up and her skills. And it took that long. Now, there's other characters that, I kind of threw a few residual items to, because while you're grinding one thing for skills, you're going to get stuff that you can end up using on other people. So it kind of, maybe it balances out a little bit. But it does feel like it's way too grindy to get skills up. And even levels. getting your character like level 50 or even level 60 can seem pretty quick. It doesn't seem all that difficult, but once you start getting from the 60 to 70 range, it really slows down and takes an awful lot of those EXP scrolls or whatever. And if you want to take them past 70, like 70 to 72, using that special little item to boost their max level beyond the normal 70 cap, oof. It takes 2 days. If you pay for the extra rune drops, the double rune drops, and you get in there and you do the toughest one 3 times a day that it'll let you, it will take 2 days to go from level 70 to 72, from 72 to 74, from 74 to 76. So it's a little on the grindy side. I haven't killed this guy yet. Come on, guys, I'm a little disappointed here. Okay, that should help do it. Being my most powerful character, that's going to pretty much hurt. Oh, finish him off. I got other things to do in my review now. I shouldn't have started this, I know. Well, she ain't going to do much. But now you also have like the little craft essence memory boost piece things or whatever. And as soon as you get done poking this guy, I'll go there and show you. This is one of those, let's see, what was the book ones that I did? I'm trying to work on that next. And you see, you get a lot of books. But to level up one rank or whatever, it might take like 80 of these things. So on the special edition one, I got 10, I need 80, which means at least 8 times. I had to do this 80 times, my God. You eventually will. If you're trying to level up multiple characters, doing this 80 times, that's probably going to be nothing. But you go over here to the little craft essence thing. These things, they're easy to level up. Very easy to level up. As long as you keep up with your little EXP runes and everything for your characters, no problem. You get those little snowflake bonuses. And to level these up, this is not a problem whatsoever. I'll show you. I'll show you just how easy it is. So pick this one, level 1. Go over here. Just drag this over. Boom, level 50. That's max. But do you notice it costs 207,000 freaking gold? Okay, you know, I've been playing this thing semi-casual, right? You know, I haven't, you know, I'm not whaling anything. I'm not blowing any money on it or anything other than the little double rune thing. But, ouch. I mean, I've still been saving up my gold. I haven't been blowing it on much of anything. I've been picky and choosy where I'm going to blow it on these. I'm definitely not blowing it on that. At least not for now, because I only got one copy of it. But it's expensive. I mean, right now, I think they actually listed because I believe right now they also have a little coin special quest thing. Yeah, a little special quest to get extra coins. And I'm not going to do that right now. And in this screen, it's all the kind of like the little special event. I do like what they do because when the game first started, it seemed like it was going to be really hard to get jewels, the premium currency. It seemed like it's going to be oh so hard to do. But they keep putting in little things here and there all the time, and just like, here's a little bonus for you, here's a little bonus for you. Oh, the little achievement that you didn't know you were going to get, you got it now. And these little fights and everything, it adds up. I have enough for 2 10 pulls right now that I'm saving, and I stock that up, you know, pretty quick. I even have a few fights here left that I have to get to for the little. I really need those, but that guy's getting kind of hard there. But yeah, you can also get the memory crystals and all that stuff with other characters. And don't forget to scroll all the way down because you got this one that gives you tickets and coins and other stuff too. And that last one I haven't been able to get because it only makes... If I had to be argumentative about one thing, it's quests that force you to use only select characters. If it's like you have to at least include this one character, I get that. That's cool. Fate Grand Order does that all the time. Several games do that a lot. Where you have to, because the story arc or whatever is for this character, so therefore you should have this one character at least in the group. In this one, it restricts you. It's just dumb. You know, I hit the button there to try to put in my best team. That's my best team. That's not a good team at all to even try to do that fight. That's why I've actually been trying to level them up. But that's just horrible. That's just not a good team. So I'm sitting here thinking, it's okay. So there's a few quests and stuff that I've missed out or have not been able to progress other things to harder difficulties because it restricts you to X characters and that's it. I don't think any character, they shouldn't do that. They really shouldn't do that. I can understand why a gacha game would do that, because it forces you to spend time on other characters that you normally wouldn't spend time with. Therefore, it's a time sink. Therefore, potentially more money involved to get past that time sink. That's what their goal is. It's the only reason they do it. Otherwise, you just use your characters and go, which is what I'd rather do. But so the restrictions I don't like. And the only other thing, and there isn't even one running right now, are these low boss battles. Basically, as you're spending your stamina, so far every event's basically been the same, just a different boss, different mechanic. That's it. A lot of gachas kind of are stuck in that one type of event thing. Like Princess Connect is stuck in that, but they have a lot of other events to go along with it. Like whenever they come out, Princess Connect comes out with a story event, it follows the same mold, but then later on you'll have Luna Tower to do, and then you'll have clan battles to do, and then other stuff to do. And all the special bosses are always like really, really special. They are completely different. Not to mention the interactive storyline and all the little bonuses you get along, so it's not as bad. But these, they've been stale, I guess. I don't know. Like, I do the fight. You spend stamina just doing all your normal stuff. You get tickets. You go use those tickets on... basically, one ticket for every stamina. And then you go spend those tickets on the boss guy, kill him, and he gives you other tickets that you can spend on stuff. And the stuff that you can spend it on, it really comes in handy to get your characters better. So it's like a rinse-repeat cycle. Now, an event like that, no problem whatsoever. I mean, it's a good event, but not when every single event is the exact same thing, exact same format. That starts to get a little old. So I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know. It's kind of goofy. Well, it's not even worthy of goofy. It's just meh. It really is. As far as the gacha system goes, this character, I've tried for her a few times. Okay, I've spent maybe just like 410 pulls, and I think everybody suspects it's like 2.5% drop rate. They think it's that. They don't have it listed in the damn thing. So it could be 5%, it could be less. It's just theorycraft right now. Theorycraft is usually pretty good depending on the samples, but so I'm just kind of sticking with the 2.5%. I'm thinking I might be semi unlucky because I've dumped quite a lot into this banner and previous ones, and either have gotten absolutely nothing or just barely eked something out while draining every bit of premium currency that I have. So if I had to rate the gacha, my luck across all the gacha games, okay, given the percentages, I would have to say that my luck feels below average on this one. That's just a feeling. I'm conveying it to you guys. Take that as you will. It could be that I'm just not terribly lucky. Other people are lucky. It's a gacha, But I feel that this one's a little on the worser side than other gachas. Just a tad bit. And of course, over at the shop, you got your typical stuff. The stuff that they offer is overpriced all to hell, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. I mean, and a lot of them are also one-time purchase. And some of them I didn't even bother doing. Like, when the game first came out, I was like, okay, I want a really good head start, so I dumped some money into it. This guy up here, it's 840 jewels and a 3-star character, guaranteed random pool guy. If I remember, it wasn't worth it because I got a double. Even though I've hardly had any characters, it still gave me a double. And getting multiple characters and leveling up, the whole rank up with star levels and doubling characters up to get other abilities helps the characters out very little unless you max them out. If you max them out, then they get like a big freaking boost at the end. So it's not even scaled properly, in my opinion. And overpriced all to hell. It just is. Okay, let's see. You have some kind of drop rate up that, yeah, I'm not doing that. Another drop rate up thing, I am just not doing that. I want to, because that would certainly speed things up for me, especially with the skill stuff, but no, not going to do it. Now, this one hurts. My God, this one hurts. I mean, in all reality, I think Genshin Impact's cheaper. Genshin Impact's expensive as hell, and the drop rates in Genshin Impact are horrible, but my God. So 4,857 jewels for almost $100. That's 4 10 pulls and almost a fifth. It's actually not as bad as Tawaru, I think. But yeah, I can bring the price. Gacha games in general, bring the prices down. My God, if you bring the prices down, more people would do it, and the more people that do it, the more characters they got, the more time that they sink into it, and the higher chances are people spend more money. Equivalent exchange. I'll look at Full Metal Alchemist for that one. And of course, you got all this. That's just more extra stuff. And so, what am I trying to get at here? Okay, so if I could read Japanese and understand Japanese perfectly, the story would be a huge part of this game. Okay, and the combat would almost just be the other half. You know, you're just going through the paces on the other half. Combine the two, this game is pretty damn good, and it's keeping you pretty busy, right? But the thing is, for us English speakers or people who do not know Japanese well enough to follow along, you lose a big chunk of the game. We accept that with any gacha game that, you know, people who can't speak Japanese get into. We expect that we're not going to be able to get the full experience because we can't understand it, right? But, you know, games like Fate Grand Order, the combat and everything is still there. We still get a gist of the storyline. Princess Connect, same thing. And it's all well and good, but the focus on the storyline in this one is so heavy, it detracts if you can't speak Japanese. That sounds like a horrible excuse considering it's a Japanese game, right? Still part of the review, okay, for us English speakers, people who don't know Japanese for nothing. So, is this a game I would recommend actually playing? Well, you know, if you're a fan of the series and you want to just have Rem and Ram and Amelia and beat up everybody, it's a fun little game. Would I spend any money on it? Absolutely not. At this point, absolutely not. I'm not going to sink another dime into this game. I'm really not. Why is that? Because I can foresee that if they keep the same pattern going that they've established over these, you know, a little over 2 months, that there's not going to be really anything fresh coming in here. They will update the story. It will advance. But the thing is, can you understand it or can't you? If you can't, that's not helping you. That's not giving you content. So, my recommendation is if you're a fan of the series, go ahead, give it a try. Don't spend any money. If you just wanted a gacha game to play, give it a go. There's better ones out there. There's much better ones out there. Princess Connect, Tawaru Index, those are both better than this by leaps and bounds, in my opinion. This one's pretty much bare bones. It really is bare bones. So, if you're a fan of the series, go for it. If not, find a different game. So far, I'm not impressed. I'm not probably going to stick with it all that much longer unless they really up the game on it. So, yeah. I'll be looking for another gacha game unless they do something. That's my review. If you're a fan, yay. If not, meh, go someplace else. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I know, you know, anyone who's Team Ram, Team Amelia, even Team Ram, you know, probably don't want to hear that this game really isn't all that good. And honestly, it's not. It's not. It's a solid little gacha beat 'em up game. It's fine. But otherwise, just as I would with this game, we'll see you in another video.